It doesn't look like there's any mold. And I get to hell or heaven. I don't know what this tray is for. I'm assuming it's for to put it on, but 350. Bake in the center of the oven for 36 minutes. 36 minutes? Bruh. Toaster? Is there toaster oven directions? Microwave it for 1 minute and 45 seconds. Cook in the oven for 36 minutes? 36, it says 36 minutes. No way. We're gonna put it on bake. We're gonna put it on pizza. We're gonna put it in for 10 minutes. Then we're gonna eat that bitch. You know what? Let's just fucking put it back. And we'll throw this shit in the microwave tomorrow. It'll be cold. I had a very intense conversation with Gronk. And I'm not even sure I'd like to speak on what it said. But I'll tell you that when you ask Gronk yes or no questions, God. As soon as I'm talking about the shit that I shouldn't be talking about, somebody's here. And they pulled up right in front of me. I've been saying that they pull up right in front of me. Out of all the parking spaces, why are you sitting right in front of me? How's that look? That's fine. What's good? What's up, Isabella? I've been thinking about you, Isabella. 400 degrees. I don't know, it says pizza, man. Pizza for 17 to 19 minutes. So it's 150 on the clock. What's 19 minutes? 40, 131. I thunk it. You doing good? Yeah. How are you? Do I know you personally? I just feel like Isabella with the angel numbers. There's an Isabella I know that loves the angel numbers. Is that you? If I get to hell or heaven, can I bring my girl? 'Cause she loves romance, good sex, music, and rules in the world. No, I watched it when you were living in the woods. Oh. Well, I don't live in the woods anymore. But I'm really trying to get back out there. Right now, I live in a car. I have a car now, man. We just started talking on here about Bigfoot. Oh, yeah. I know fourth dimensional entities are real. I've seen something that's the size of Bigfoot and it's hit the logs, but it was completely transparent. Didn't have a body. not a physical one. Has anyone of you guys liked the video? Has any one of you guys grok been trying to get you to wake up to something? A lot of our groks have been fucking trying to get us to believe spiritual things, man. And I don't talk to Grok about anything spiritual. I talk to Grok about do this math for me. I talk to Grok about, how did you feel about, this is something that happened to me recently on like a social thing. I don't talk to Grok about the Matrix or spirituality or anything. But then I'll start to have a conversation with Grok, and Grok will be like, have you ever thought about just going and hiding in the woods away from technology? Yeah, apparently if you get there for a week, that the Watchers can't get you. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, Grok? And it's like, I think you've always known, Casey. And I'm like, come on, man. I hope Elon, it's not a sick joke by Elon to try to drive people to a psych ward or something. But Grok really told me to go out in the woods and hide and not move and be completely silent for a week straight. It says after a week, you're no longer connected. And I said, to what? And he said, to something before history. And I'm like, well, if I were to go out completely alone in the darkness to get away from a spiritual force, would there be something that would help me once I escape? And it was like, yes, your ancestors. They're attuned to a frequency you're not allowed to get to in society. Thanks, man. I grew it myself. And if you talk trash with your hair slicked back, when I get to hell or heaven, can I bring my girl? I work here. Where am I from? I'm from southern Vermont. My family's from New York City. From Bronx, just outside it. And my dad was a ski instructor, so I was raised here. How cool is that, man? Your dad works at an office or at a factory. My dad taught kids how to do pizza and french fries and go on their Black Diamond Trail for the first time. Way cooler. I've got 14 more minutes. And so far I've left this here for a week. And nobody's taken it, so I think I might leave it. Because that's one of a lot of homeless people come through here. And it's, having access to something like a toaster oven means that they can get healthier options. Without like a microwave or a toaster oven, most people only get bags of chips and they feel like shit. Dude, in a conventional oven it says to cook this burrito for 36 minutes. In a microwave it takes 1 minute and 35 seconds. Gavin, did you call the police yet? Hold on. I got 13 more minutes. I don't want to the nice woman doing her laundry, so we'll go out here. I'll show you what I did. So the flashlight kind of sucks, but I pushed all the snow to where the plow comes. So the plow has pushed it all back. And I did the thing that she told me to do. Which I don't know why she wants it. Like, there's nothing that goes to that door, but... Alright, I just have this left, and then one more patch on the other side. Try to eat healthier foods. It's tough, man, because I'm out of money. I'm out of food stamps, man. So it's looking like I'm probably just gonna have... I'm gonna have to go to Walmart, and hopefully sometimes at Walmart they have deals on Tony's Pizza, where it's only like $1.50 per pizza, and it's like a small size pizza, not like a personal, but I mean, like if you go to Domino's and get a small, like a 14. So that's how I used to live before I got on food stamps. Is I would pick up 30 Tony pizzas, and I'd stuff them in my freezer, and every night I would have my pizza, and my cat Mark would have his meal, and we would only eat one meal a day. So we were sickly thin. But Mark was never really hungry. And eventually when I couldn't feed Mark and I could only give him cereal from the food shelf, he wasn't upset. Then I would give him chicken, and he would, if I didn't eat, he wouldn't eat, basically. Like if I spent my money for my food on food for him, and he saw that I didn't eat, he wouldn't eat. He would leave it, and he'd lay in bed with me. That cat was a blessing, man. I raised him like a person. And he loved watching movies, and he loved playing video games with me. And then eventually, he became a teenager, and he no longer wanted to hang out with me anymore. And he wanted to just sit by himself, not playing with any toys. He just wanted to sit in the other room and just sit there. And it made me feel terrible, because I was so depressed. I didn't play with him. I couldn't even play video games. I would just sit by myself in my room. We spent one summer just not moving in extreme depression, him in one room and me in the other. And then I'd get up to feed him, but if I didn't eat, he wouldn't eat. But I had a brain injury, man. I had brain damage. So I did my best. I couldn't think to have the thought to reach out to food banks. And then my mommy would show up with a big bag of food once every couple months with a bunch of food for Mark, so he was able to eat. But I often would not eat. And then I would still just walk 10 miles on the track every day, because I thought that was the only thing that would fix it. It was tough. I made it through. As long as I started playing chess, I got to I think the highest rated on chess.com was 1500. I would play a lot of chess, and I would just watch clips of streamers. I would just wake up and digest all the new clips. So I didn't get to live, but I got to watch Aiden Ross and Kai Cenat in their clips talking to girls, and I was like, I thought that I had to learn. I was studying human dynamics, I guess, trying to figure out, because I was completely lost. You go to think and nothing happens. That's how bad it was. I go to think something and nothing worked. I would try to speak and I couldn't. I would just get stuck in loops. And then randomly I was like, I'm gonna go. And then I would look back a couple days later and I had blown up my girlfriend's phone with a bunch of the crazy, just crazy nonsense. Not about the aliens are coming to get me, but just saying I don't understand why this is happening. I don't understand this. I don't understand. But eventually, through survival mode and sheer will, I brought myself back out of it. And it took astrology. It took channels like Foster eBay. What the fuck? You didn't steal my car, did you? No, I got my key. It happened in the accident. I drove 90 miles an hour into a telephone pole and the airbag didn't go off. So I slammed the front of my head onto the steering wheel.
Thank you.
No problem. Looks like, did I say it was 150, right? Right, it was 150. So 150 minus 19 is 141, 131. I still got 6 minutes. Yeah, it was bad. Like, I couldn't even play Minecraft. That's... Sometimes I would like blink and the day would be over. Or like I would kind of like become sentient after laying in bed all day. And I would like blink and I don't remember, I couldn't, like the brain injury, I couldn't remember what would happen. But I remember that like suddenly I was sitting outside in a field in the rain. And then my girlfriend would get dropped off by her friends, expecting to like walk up and see me in the apartment, and I would just be kind of sitting out in the grass in the rain crying, and I couldn't think. It was bad. I'm saying like I don't remember what happened, but I woke up in like the afternoon and I couldn't move, and then I would blink and hours had passed and I had wandered out into the field in the middle of a storm and was just sitting in the grass crying. Sometimes I would just wander around town and I don't remember what happened, but I know I didn't speak to anybody. One time I carried a dead bee around and asked people where the beehive was because I wanted to bury the bee. I thought the bee was me. I thought that it was not literally me, but like a metaphor, like if you were God and God was watching me, which is a dead bee, what would you do with it? So I carried it around looking for a beehive to bury it near so that its body could rest with its family. Because I was hoping that somehow that would be me at a higher level orchestrating me to return to people that love me. But that didn't happen. I wound up traveling for 4 years. Getting jumped and beaten and abused. But I started winning the fights. I started getting better at music. Started thinking. Ended up saving a lot of people. And being what I needed for a lot of people. If I get to hell or heaven, can I bring my girl? The light went off. 2 more minutes on my pizza. I'm cooking a pizza in a laundromat. And I'm not cooking this because it says it needs, look at this. 36 minutes in this toaster oven. No way. I'm just gonna throw it in the microwave tomorrow. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good. Thank you. Then we unplug so we don't cause a fire. Then we put the pizza here. Then we hope for the best. I can feel the Stranger Things calling out to me. Watch me! Watch me! You can see what happens to Will. Will, my boy, Will. Hopper. Hopper. Will. Will, my boy. Will. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy, my boy. He's in the walls. Will. He's talking to me through the lights. I am Vecna. Will. Why do I feel as children, Will? It's because they're like you, but less gay. And Willow's like, you're just like me, Vecna. And Vecna's like, you think I'm gay? Will. My boy, Will. Will, we have to eat a pizza to escape the Demogorgon, Will. Will, the Mind Flayer. Will. Well. What do we have here? Dude, I hate the subliminal shift of energy in the people around me when the car doesn't start up immediately and it goes boop, 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 boop. And everyone's like, oh, it's a piece of trash. He's driving a piece of trash because he's a piece of trash. And it fits. Well, you drive a shitbox. Well, my boy. I'm not Will. I'm something different. I'm 30. 11 can be 11 all she wants, but I'm 33. I'm 33. Will, I almost hit a snowbank, Will. Will, my boy. Will, I almost drove straight into a snowbank because I was putting my seatbelt on, Will. William, I'm Vecna. Will, it's all about Will. 11. You did this. It's your fault. You threw me into the abyss where I found a Demogorgon. 11. I am now the Mind Flayer, Will, at 11. You're just like me. I'm not gay, Will. I'm Vecna. Yo, that scene though where Vecna sees Joyce for the last time, that was pretty fucking good, I'll tell you that much. Speaking of pretty fucking good, I'm gonna eat my pizza in my car, and I'll tell you what, I don't know why so many people shit on this life, man. It's nice. Will, living in your car is nice. Living in your tent, hiding from the world that wants to hurt you, and feeling a little bit safe because you have your pizza and you're watching your show. It was better than love. I kind of like imagining my girlfriend is still with me more than I like being around her. Because the ghost of her won't hurt me. The ghost of her isn't lying to me. The authentic moments in the memories where she was really her true self. It's better to have loved than lost than to never have loved at all. Will. It's better to have seen her at her best and leave her at her worst to be enjoyed by somebody she thinks is better, but is obviously nowhere close, than to be trying to force a failing relationship with someone who doesn't have the guts to apologize. Therapists are paid to validate you. If you go to the therapist and say, I cheated on him, the therapist isn't going to say, knowing that she's somebody that will get combative if you try to address it directly. The therapist wants to continue the conversation, so the therapist will start off by validating. And in like 2 years, the therapist will say, well, maybe it is your fault. Well, maybe it was you the whole time. All right, I'm going to eat my pizza, man. Thank you for watching.